it's Melanie. Happy Friday and welcome to Friday Favorites and Flops. I hope everyone had a really good week. I had a pretty good week myself. Stella's last day of school was on Monday, and so she's been home for most of the week, which has thrown me for a little bit of a loop. I feel like the first couple weeks of summer vacation are always weird because it's just kind of adjusting to like a new routine for both of us. I do only have one kid, and so we both kind of get set in a routine during the school year, and whenever we have breaks, it kind of just, it throws me off. Like I just remember waking up on Tuesday morning and thinking like, what day of the week is it? Like, why is she standing next to my bed? And why did I sleep in a little bit? Like, I was just like really confused. But you know, it's good. She's gonna be starting summer camps the first week of July. So she's got a couple weeks just to hang out with mama, and it's been good. Like, we've been spending some time together just kind of hanging out and snuggling on the couch, and at night, you know, just kind of laying in bed together for a little while and talking, which has been really, really sweet. So anyway, yeah, so I have some stuff to share with you guys this week. It's not a ton of stuff, but it's stuff that I was just absolutely loving this week. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with a hair item. This is the Bumble and Bumble Thickening Spray. And I used to use this very regularly years ago. And then stopped using it, but recently purchased it again, and I forgot how much I like this stuff. Now, I will warn you, if you are like super sensitive to fragrances, this one does have a scent. It doesn't linger in the hair at all, but I've heard some people say that it smells like almost like an herbal cough syrup or something. I would probably agree with that. But what I like about this for my hair is I like to use this with a mousse, whichever mousse I'm using at the time. It really does give a boost in terms of making my hair feel and look a lot thicker without being stiff or sticky. It's not hard to like brush my hair after using this product. I do spray it in like right after I apply my mousse, just like any like root boosting spray or something else that you might use with another product. And then I blow dry my hair. I did actually just get done blow drying my hair a few minutes ago, and I don't ever style my hair, but I really didn't do anything. I literally just flipped it over, and this is what I'm left with. But I like how like it makes my hair feel a lot thicker and just look like there's substantially more of it without making my hair feel gross. I feel like that's kind of the struggle with volumizing products, is they can definitely add some more like texture and oomph to the hair, but in some cases that texture can sometimes look heavy or just feel kind of gross, and no one wants that. Anyway, I really enjoy this. I'm glad that I have it back in my like collection of products to reach for, and I like it. Okay, a couple skincare items. The first, I showed this in my Ulta haul last Sunday, was it this past Sunday? I can't remember. Anyway, I will, if you missed that Ulta haul, I will link it down below. This is the COSRX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. You can see that I've been using it, and you guys, I really like this. It has a very interesting texture. It kind of is the consistency of like snot. I'm not gonna lie, it feels kind of gross, but I really like how soothing this is. Not that my skin is irritated, but whenever I put this on, and because of the texture, it's an essence, so I put it near the beginning of my routine. So for me, when I'm using this in my routine, I would do cleanser, toner, like BHA liquid treatment if I'm doing that, niacinamide if I'm doing that at night, and then this, and then I would go in with, you know, if I'm using any like treatment creams or other thicker like treatments, like a, like the Paula's Choice Advanced 10% AHA. I would put that on after this. And then I would do like a moisturizer and then an oil if I was doing it. So that's where this goes in my routine. You just kind of have to figure out where it fits in yours. But the texture of it is, I mean, at first I did kind of find it off-putting. It's like runny snot. Sorry, I know that's really gross. But it absorbs really quickly. And what I've noticed from this is it just absorbs very quickly and kind of plumps up my skin, makes it feel and look really soft. I mean, it softens like everything on my face. And I have also, when I'm done applying this, I have also gone over like my eczema prone areas, and I really find it soothing in those areas as well. So anyway, I've been using this on my face, I've been using it on my neck as well, and I just really like what it has done so far. No like drastic changes, but just like the hydration that I've noticed and the like soothing, just kind of cooling effects of it, I thought were really neat so far. If you've never tried this, I would highly recommend it. If you can get past the texture, that liquid snot texture, then you might really enjoy this as well. So there you have it. Okay, so this week I am testing a lot of my favorite like summertime masks. You guys know I love to mask. In July sometime I want to upload a like top 5 like summer mask recommendations video. So I've been going through and testing a bunch of my like preferred summertime masks to like kind of curate what I think would be the best to recommend. And with that, I've been using the Herbivore Blue Tansy. This is their Resurfacing Clarity Mask. This one is really great if you tend to be like breakout prone. I feel like I am actually almost done with this. I'm kind of bummed because I do really enjoy this one. The fragrance of this one, or the scent of it, is, it's strong. And when I first apply this, there always is like a slight stinging sensation, but that subsides very quickly. But what I really like about this one is I feel like it helps with a little bit of that like excess oil production that I can get during the summertime. But it also really does at the same time help to like calm and soothe the skin as well. And I think if you are prone to having like some flakies on your skin from either using kind of some like harsher treatments, or you're just naturally kind of dry, I feel like this helps to remove that in a very gentle manner. Like it's not super aggressive about it, but I do notice that there's kind of this like renewed like tone and texture to my skin when I use this, and I really like it a lot. If you've never tried the Herbivore masks, the Brighten one is also really lovely. I think I may have mentioned that one last week, but both are just really, really great products. And Herbivore, like as a skincare brand overall, I've tried a few things from them and I think they're really, really a great brand. So anyway, there's that. All right, let's talk some makeup. I picked up the Anastasia eye primer, and I mentioned in my haul video that I was surprised it took Anastasia this long to come out with a primer. I really like this primer, you guys. I love this primer. I've been using it ever since I got it. It almost works as a concealer on the eyes because it's so like pigmented. You kind of have to be careful where you apply it because it also tends to dry down really quickly. But I mean, I feel like it takes all of the eyeshadows that I've been using this week and just makes them so much more like true to the color that they're in the pan. And everything still blends really nicely. It's kind of, it's a little bit of a grippier primer at first, which is why I like to put down like a base shade first and then go in. But it seems to like hold on to the pigments like a lot longer even than my old favorite, which was the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I've used that for years. I tend to be a little bit sensitive to eye primers. They kind of make my eyes water for the most part. The Too Faced never did, and neither does this. So if you have sensitive eyes, I would give this a try. If normally like eye primers aren't your thing, they do have a mini size of it, which I think it's like 13 bucks. I will link it down below. I will link all this stuff down below for you guys. but this is totally worth picking up. Like if you need a new eye primer, or if you're just kind of tired of your old one because you feel like it's making your eyes water and you just want to try something different, I would really suggest picking this one up. Anastasia did a really good job with this, and this is going to be my go-to going forward. Like, goodbye Too Faced. Like, that was one of like the remaining Too Faced things that I was like, you know, like, this is a product that I kind of need. Not that I don't want to like support Too Faced ever again, but I just kind of feel like I've like outgrown the brand. And I've talked about that in videos in the past where I'm just like, I don't like a lot of their marketing these days. So anyway, this is great. Let's stick with the Anastasia vein. This is the eyeshadow palette that I was trying really hard to like focus on using this week. And the eye look that I have today is mostly from this. There's a couple of other things that I'll share with you guys as well. But I forget how great this palette is. Most of you probably already have this, but if you've never picked it up and you've always looked at it and said, it's pretty, should I get it? And you've like talked yourself out of it. I don't think you should talk yourself out of it if you don't have it already. It's a really great palette, you guys. I will admit some of these shades are a little bit more difficult for me to use, like these like serious pinks and reds and like brick type shades. But I have used them in the past and they're beautiful. Like these just blend. Do I love them as much as Viseart? No, I just don't think that anything is ever gonna take my love away from those eyeshadows, but this is great. And price point wise, I think this palette is somewhere around like 44 or 45 bucks, which I don't think is bad. And the texture is really nice. Like these are very blendable. They are pigmented. And there's a good amount of mattes in this particular palette, which mattes are always just kind of like a good base foundation to start with. Get a good solid matte collection and then, you know, maybe get some singles in like some shimmer shades if you don't wear a ton of shimmer. But anyway, I just really like this and I've really been enjoying my eye looks. So let me tell you what I have in my crease. So first off, I set the Anastasia eye primer with tempera, so that helped everything blend really nicely. And then I went in with a combination of Wine Fresco and Antique Bronze, which are these two like mauve shades right here. I worked that into the crease. And then on my lid, I did a combination of these two things. I've talked about this a lot from Laura Geller. It's their Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Peach Glow. I love peach during the summer and I've been loving it on my cheeks, but I also love it on my eyes. And this is, I feel like, a must-have as an eyeshadow. Most of you will probably love this as a highlighter as well, but I just love this as an eyeshadow. So this is what I have on my lid, but underneath, to add just a little bit more grip and intensity, I put ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Truth. This is a satin. I don't have a lot of ColourPop stuff, and to be perfectly honest, the brand just doesn't really call to me. I realize that they're really affordable, but whenever I see this stuff at Ulta, like I just almost immediately just walk by it. Like it's very rare that I stop and even look at the ColourPop stuff, because it's, I don't know, it just doesn't scream to me. Like, I don't know what exactly does, I don't know that I can verbalize exactly what screams to me like in my older age, but like there's just brands that like I'm automatically drawn to, and ColourPop has just never been one of them. But this particular Super Shock Shadow is great. It is a satin finish. So I put this down on my lid as a base and then I went over top with the Peach Glow. And I just love the way that looks. It's so pretty. So yeah, that was kind of my go-to eye look for most of the week and I've really been enjoying it. So blush, this is nothing new. This is the Coquette Blush Duo from Jouer, obviously. Love the packaging of these. And I've mostly been using the shade Tease Me, which is this lighter, cool toned pink. I've really been enjoying this. Normally I mix these two together, but I've been liking a lighter blush look this week. And I just use that and I love just the subtle, like kind of slightly cool toned pink pop of color this gives to my cheeks. And I also feel like it's pretty neutral. So I really, really like these in general. pulled out my beloved mascara. So I went through earlier this week and tossed a couple of mascaras, and when I did that, I opened up a space for me to open up a backup of my beloved. This is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. This is the one that I talk about a lot on my channel because as far as high-end mascaras go, I feel like this is the one that I always tend to like gravitate back towards, and what I compare a lot of other mascaras to. This packaging right here was limited edition, I want to say from last Christmas. I think it was last Christmas, I can't remember, but anyway, I just love everything about this. I love the natural bristle brush. I love how tightly packed the bristles are. I love the formula because it is kind of thicker to start with, but not too thick. And I find that this one never flakes, it never smudges, it never transfers. I should probably be buying it in like the mini size because I do toss my mascara every 6 to 8 weeks, just depending. Usually it's about 6 weeks. And you know, I don't get through an entire tube of mascara in 6 weeks. I don't think anyone does, even if you're applying it every day like I am. So the mini has plenty of product in there for about 6 weeks. So going forward, that's probably what I'm going to do. It just makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, this is just an amazing mascara, you guys. You always hear me comparing other mascaras to it. There's just something special about this formula for me, and it's one that I will always repurchase. It's one that I've never regretted. I'm actually thinking about doing a video for July. I'm kind of trying to plan out my July in advance in terms of filming like makeup that I've never regretted purchasing. You know, I guess you could call it maybe like a holy grail or makeup that I would always repurchase. But like, you know, there are things that you have in your collection when you look at them, you're like, probably shouldn't have bought that, or probably didn't need that. If I had to do it over, I probably wouldn't get that. But there's things in your collection when you look at them, you're like, yes, never an ounce of regret, no matter how expensive the product is. It was 100% worth it. I would do it 1,000 times over. So yeah, I'm also planning on doing that for skincare as well. Most of you guys know probably what's going to be in that video, but anyway, I just thought that might be kind of an interesting video to do. So I plan on doing that for July, probably beginning of July sometime. And then for lips this week, I have just been the gloss lady for most of spring and summer. I am loving my lip glosses, and I'm glad that I'm using them a little bit more. I feel like lip glosses probably go bad faster than even maybe a lipstick. Just a minute. Okay. Just a minute. Sorry. This is what you guys are gonna get this summer with Stella being home. Lips this week. The Boxycharm Full On Lip Cream in Blushing Margarita. That's what I have on my lips right now. Love it. The parent or sister company, I guess. Bare Minerals. What are these called? I think they're the Gen Nude or something like that. Again, I'll link it down below. This is their Gloss and Sugar. Both of these are just great neutrals that I can wear with whatever else I have going on my face. And they're beautiful just on their own. Even if I'm not wearing any makeup, these are just a gorgeous kind of mauve-y nude type shade that always goes with everything. So, all right, that's it. I have to go prepare lunch for my little nugget, so I'm gonna go take care of that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today for this Friday Favorites and Flops. If you are new, please subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. All right, take care. Bye.